Hello friends, near and far, dear to my heart, I'm Victoria with Aligned Soul Tarot. This reading will be for Virgo and all Virgo placements found within your birth chart or wherever you have 6th house influence in your chart. If you don't know what any of those placements are, just know that I offer personalized one-on-one birth chart readings where we dive into the archetypes of your birth chart. With each of my readings, you get a full tarot spread, birth chart notes, and a private pre-recorded video to reflect on at any given moment. In this reading, we will discuss astrology for your sun and ascendant signs, tarot, and oracle messages. I'm trying a new format where I'll be doing a separate love reading. Link will be provided in the description box below for that reading if you're looking for those specific messages. There always seems to be some crossover, and I highly encourage that you watch both readings for all your placements to get a deeper perspective. We are in Aquarius season. Aquarius takes the spotlight with this massive shift into Pluto, right? Pluto into Aquarius. We'll be discussing what this means for you. We are stepping through the threshold of this age of Aquarius, and it's all about unconventional, open-minded, forward thinking. Aquarius strips away the labels and stereotypes, and it dares us to see beyond them. Now, Virgo, let's get into your February forecast. Hi, Virgo, and welcome to your February forecast. Welcome to this space. So, as we spoke about, it is Aquarius season. Not only is the sun in Aquarius, but we have this massive Pluto transit that happened at the end of January. It's been dancing back and forth between Capricorn and Aquarius. So I'm going to be talking about the themes and highlights between both, since Pluto will retrograde back into Capricorn at the end of 2024. And with astrology, it's very fluid, right? It is interchanging, and the planets are always kind of doing this dance, right? And I think it's important, especially with Pluto, since it is a 20-year cycle, to take what you've gained from the last 20 years, just like say your Saturn return, which is every 28 years, you're always applying the lessons, right? As you evolve. That's what astrology is, at least to me. It's about evolution, and evolutionary astrology is a way to kind of move on this timeline. And I've talked about these destination points within the chart as well. So again, we're gonna definitely highlight Pluto in Capricorn and also Pluto in Aquarius, and the themes that are going to be coming up for you predominantly in 2024. And then of course, this is going to be bleeding out into the next 20 years. So what's this mean for you? Let's start here. So Virgo, you have had Pluto and Capricorn in your 5th house, which is Leo energy. This is a lot around family, children, okay? And this is a general reading. So if you want to go a bit deeper into, how this 5th house is aspected, or what types of Leo or 5th house influence you have in your chart, just know that I offer one-on-one birth chart reading. So this is more generalized, right? So again, it can talk about family matters, especially working with children. This is Leo energy. It's a lot to do with also the arts. So think of this creative energy, right? When we think of childbirthing, this is a very creative process. This is that Empress energy, right? About growth and expansion. And it's this Venusian quality, even though it is Leo energy. I think of the 5th house as very Venusian because it talks about the creature comforts. It talks about entertainment, dance, music, play. It also can talk about the shadow side of addiction and indulgence, overindulgence. So these could be some themes that you've had to deal with. And, Pluto is all about how we handle crisis. And it has a lot to do with the shadow side of whatever house it's in, right? So every house, every sign in astrology has the yin and the yang, the dark and the light, you know, this dualistic nature that's found amongst everything, especially in nature, right? It's all interconnected in some way. So 8th house wants us to see the shadow side of things, this Plutonic energy. So it's going to dig up things around these concerns, okay? And again, it's going to look different for everyone. So now that we're moving into this Pluto and Aquarius energy, it's in your 6th house, which is Virgo energy. So if I were to apply this, I would say that, you know, from the 5th house, you're learning to have more of a rhythm or a balance between work and play. Because the 6th house is about our sense of duty or responsibility. This is our routines, our rhythms, our schedules. So Pluto, what could be happening for some Virgos is you've had some serious mental health or something to do with your body, right? Some sort of addiction or overuse of something. And you are now being faced with it, right? Again, Pluto stirs things up. It creates a level of crisis and conflict for us to feel where the tension is. And I say this all the time, and I'm going to say it again, where the tension lies is where the growth is, okay? So you might be having some health concerns that are coming up, you know. In the 6th house, you're being asked to really take care of your physical vessel. And also with the 6th house, it is about helping others. It's a very selfless place. You know, when you think of Virgo energy, you know it fairly well, right? You being a Virgo sun or ascendant sign, there is this sense of duty and responsibility to do things a certain way. And there's no question about it, right? Virgo's like, no, this is the way it needs to be done. So again, I'm getting this remembrance or reminder for you to find that balance between work and play, you know, that inner critic that's within you, because the shadow side to the 6th house is being the martyr, right? Overgiving, not giving back to oneself, overextending yourself constantly to where you feel depleted. So you could be coming to terms with this, you know, maybe some OCD tendencies, negative self-talk, wrapping your head around maybe some sort of mental health concerns that you're having and how you can actually work through them in a very healthy way, right? Healthy coping skills, maybe actually getting into therapy. These could be some themes for you. And another way to look at this is from that 5th house influence is taking that creative energy, right, that's found in the 5th house and then applying it. 6th house is application. It's our duties, our responsibilities, maintaining our schedules, setting goals, and actually doing them, right? So this could also be a great time for you to stir the pot, try something new, and really stick to it, right? The 6th house in Pluto, it's really like, I want you to stick to what you've said you've wanted to do for quite some time, okay? This could be literally wanting to have kids, so you're having to, you know, take care of yourself, right? If you're a female or even a male, right? So those are some themes, but again, if you want to go a bit deeper in a private reading or a birth chart reading, just know that I'm offering 40% off. I have only a couple spots left for especially Synastry chart readings where we take 2 charts. So if you're looking to gift a loved one, you know, intimate partner, friend, family, it's a great gift, and I'm running this sale 40% off. So it's a great deal. You can take a look at my services below in the description box. And we have this streamline effect. We've having this the last couple months in astrology where we have this alignment within the other planets. So not only is this echoed in the Pluto, right, transit that we're having, but we also have Venus in Capricorn, Mars in Capricorn for most of the month, and then Mercury in Aquarius. So as you see, there's a streamline effect. 5th and 6th house are being emphasized. Another really beautiful thing for you, Virgos, is this full moon in your sign. So any full moon in your sun or ascendant sign, again, a spotlight effect on you. So full moons, what do they represent? Release, right? There's something that you're releasing. And with the full moon in your sign, it is such a very clear and like pungent is the word that I'm getting. It's very much at the surface, right? To see, to feel. So again, where that tension lies is coming to the surface. Plutonic energy is about the underworld. So with this reemergence going into a new sign, Pluto going direct, right? We had Pluto go direct a couple months ago. There's this emergence, okay? So what was unseen or below the surface is now coming to the surface, especially with a full moon in your sign, okay? So save the date. That's going to be on February 24th. And we had this new moon in Aquarius. It was a super moon, and that was in your 6th house. So definitely for some of you, and I'm thinking about 40% of you, there's something around your physical body here. Health, for sure. Taking on a new exercise practice, yoga, meditation, tai chi, any way to move the body, right? It could be kickboxing, you know, to each their own. Eating, right? Diet. All right, let's see here. Let's get into your message here for the Virgo collective. What do we have for you for February? I'm going to pull from the Wild Unknown. Let's see what we have for Virgo. Virgo, what do we have for the Virgo collective? The Vow. Ooh. What else do we have for Virgo here? The Vow. What do we else have for Virgo? My Virgo viewers. The Siren. Ooh, the ocean. Okay, so you could be very much connecting to the ocean, water. You could have water in your chart or dealing with a water sign, because we have the Siren, which is mermaid. And then we have the ocean. Okay. The Siren is, when I think of the Siren, I think of this mysticism. I also think of like a little bit of provocative energy. You know, we're in Aquarius season, so it's a very eccentric energy, you know, expressing ourselves, right? Our weirdness. Like I say, you know, Aquarius energy, everyone's welcome at the table, all walks of life. So I'm getting that off the Siren. There's also this calling here with the water energy showing up. It's like very intuitive. I'm getting reminded of the moon. There's some sort of fears or illusions potentially that were keeping you trapped in a dead end. There's some sort of dead end here. You know, seeing that there's no growth, right? We talked about that with the 5th house, right? This growth, this creative energy that's emerging. The vow is the application, right? This is that 6th house, like setting a date, having a routine, a rhythm that you're creating for yourself. Maybe you felt like you stepped out of some rhythm recently, and you're noticing the effects of it now more than ever. And you're being called to hold this vow, right? This could be a personal vow to yourself or a vow to someone else, right? 6th house is our sense of duty and responsibility. So it could be a sense of duty or responsibility to family. And you could also be struggling with that, you know, with the dead end there. There could be something in the midst of this cycle that feels like a dead end. Okay, let's see. Let's pull from the Empathic Oracle. What do we have for the Virgo collective? Virgo. What do we have for Virgo direction, throat chakra, okay. Beginnings is at the bottom there. So the throat chakra, of course, this is about communication, expression, vocalizing. I'm getting reminded also like therapy when I see the throat chakra with like 6th house influence is about like care, right? I'm getting the message of our mental health concerns for you. So it's like really speaking up and being vulnerable. Because, you know, the shadow side to Virgo is that they can take on a lot themselves. And not saying that they can't do it, because they're really good at, most Virgos are really good at detail, right? Paying attention to the small, subtle details. They are the teachers. They're the great teachers and mentors to most. They have a lot of knowledge. So, and again, earth energy, very grounded. But in this, I would say, is that there can be a lot of self-criticism, negative self-talk below the surface. Like if I don't do it a certain way, I'm not good enough, okay? So this could be around negative self-talk. And also I'm seeing here a level of vulnerability with expressing and communicating something maybe that you have been keeping repressed for quite some time. And it's important to let that reverberate outward so it's not stuck within, right? Any sort of conflict that you're facing in any area of your life, it's seeming that you need to express yourself this month, okay? And the direction card is here, so it looks like maybe you're at a crossroads with something. And then the message I'm getting with that is like picking a direction and going with it. The one message I did also get from that card is, you know, you can feel like you have a lot of different things that you want to do, a lot of different creative projects, hobbies, etc. And I heard like picking one and sticking to it. That could be for some, but there's just some sort of direction here that you are moving into, new timeline, new directions, making choices here, making a choice to communicate. We're going to pull from the 78 Elemental Tarot deck here. We're going to see what we have for the Virgo collective for February. Guides, angels, allies, ancestors, I welcome you into the space for Virgo's reading. All right, let's see here. Virgo. What do we have for the Virgo collective? Death. Okay, you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Virgo. Strength, Leo. And again, dealing with or have it in your chart. Death is Plutonic energy, you know, Scorpio energy, I should say. We'll put these to the side here, but let's see. Virgo, what do we have for the Virgo collective? Please show me. Wow, definitely some communication here. Virgo, what do we have for the Virgo viewers here? Virgo, one more, please. Okay. You could be dealing with an Aries or Taurus. Specifically Aries showing up, fire sign. I see earth and fire showing up in your energy. So it could be any of those signs. We have the Knight of Swords on the bottom. Communication, communication. Look at this. We have the Ace of Swords with the throat chakra card. Ace of Swords is all about our truth. Aha moment, sudden revelation, epiphanies, clarity here. As you can see, this person is gaining some sort of clarity. I think something is coming in swiftly for you, and I am getting the notion that this is going to be around the full moon. Again, full moon in your sign. It can be very sudden. You know, it's in alignment with your energies, so it's meant for you. You know, when any sort of moon cycle enters into our sign, it's very important. I think, this is my feelings around the moon, is to really connect in with those energies. I remember so I'm a Gemini. In the last Gemini moon, I felt like a freaking mess because the energy was so heightened being in my sign. But again, where the tension lies is where the growth is. So there was like this energetic pull that day. That night, I couldn't sleep even. And I remember just being like, what is this energy that's coming and birthing through me and coming out of me? Like, I need to be paying attention to this. This is very significant. Okay. So there is some sort of significance there I'm sensing here around a truth. And it could be tied to a person. Again, Ace of Cups is here. And we did have 2 kings pop out on the side. So you yourself could be a Virgo with fire in your chart, male or female, okay? I'm strongly seeing a Virgo with Leo with the Strength card. So Death card, I want to clarify this actually for you. What is this Death card about? Because something is being rebirthed through this truth and awareness. You are, yeah, wow, okay, Tower. Again, Plutonic energy is swift. It's coming in hot. Again, that song, it's coming in hot. Something's coming in hot for you and you're like, whoa, this is intense. There's an intensity here to this. Tower, death, you know, but the Tower was in reverse, so it's almost like an avoidance of it because of the intensity of it. So me sharing that story of the last Gemini full moon, you know, there is this avoidance when something can feel so intense. And I can empathize, you know, sometimes we just want to hide away from what is actually coming up. Our intuition is screaming so loud here. There's something that you need to say, particularly around some sort of love. Yeah, and it's going to free your mind here. 9 of Swords in reverse. This is something that's maybe kept you trapped or stuck in your headspace. And again, I feel like speaking it out. Page of Swords here even too. You have a lot of air showing up. So this is relying to communication, getting out of your head, clearing space in your mind. This is also tracing back to that message I had for you around like mental health. And no judgment here. I believe we're all on a spectrum. We all got something going on. And I feel like you're needing to be addressing some sort of mental fog. This could be depression, anxiety, worry, doubt, fears. And I feel like with the Strength in reverse, it's almost, yeah, 4 of Wands is showing up. This could be around a home, a marriage in particular. There's that Tower again. What is this Strength about? Please show me what this Strength card is. What is this Strength card in reverse? The Strength in reverse is usually feeling weakened or, you know, a lack of energy. Yeah, the Strength also is now being clarified by the Devil. So this is, again, talking about that 5th house, you know, indulgences, gambling, substance abuse. You know, people usually when they come to me with chart readings and I see a lot of 5th house, you know, it can signify that. Again, there's a shadow and a light to all of this, right? Every sign, every house. There's something here that you're working on, though. I think that you're clearly maybe moving away. You could be moving away from a Cancer. That's one message here with the Chariot. But I think what this is taking action, deliberate action, right? Because this is what the Chariot's about. It's about direction, focus, determination, concentration. And it's also paired up with the 8 of Pentacles, which is being concentrated and dedicated. And this is your energy, Virgo. Okay, 8 of Pentacles is a Virgo. So I feel like you are being like, I'm taming the beast, befriending the beast within. And 2024 is an 8-year, which is the Strength card. So as a collective, we are all working through our fears and being courageous and bold and resilient in the face of adversities, right? And we're experiencing this as a collective, right? You can see it within society, culture, religion, all around the world, globally. There is this fight, you know, we're fighting for humanity in many ways. And this Aquarius energy is all about, again, equality, you know, humanity as a collective, looking outside of ourselves and how we can help others as well. You know, bridging the gap between self and others. And through that, there is some sort of limited beliefs, even bondage, materialism, obsession, addiction. You know, the devil can be many things, but I see that you are surrendering to this. That's what I'm getting off the strength in reverse, is like surrender, sweet surrender, especially with the death next to it, okay? Okay, so we are going to, of course, if this message resonates, please like, comment, subscribe. All of your support really helps to keep this channel going. And again, I'm going to be doing Patreon extended readings as well. So you can follow me over on Patreon and support me over there. You get 20% off all my readings all the time. And you get access to all 12 zodiac signs and their extended readings. I'm going to be doing a separate love reading, like I mentioned before. So if you are interested in a love reading, you can also find that link below, okay? We're actually going to pull a love oracle here to wrap up your reading. And if it resonates, I highly encourage you to find that link. In my love readings, I do a more of a you versus them energy, and then mutual energies and advice. Okay, let's see. What's going to come up here for Virgo to wrap up this reading? Lightning, sudden change. There's that Tower energy. You know, this last new moon was square Uranus, which is very much about light. When I think of Aquarius energy, we think of the water bearer, but there's a lot of this light energy that comes from it. It is air. It's an air sign. And Uranus is very sudden epiphanies, sudden revelations. Again, we had the Ace of Swords. So I feel like for you, there is some sort of shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation here that's occurring in February. Again, and this can also kind of bleed out into the months prior and upcoming. But we're going to take a look into this a little bit more in the love reading and see if anything else comes out for the Virgo collective. I hope to find you over there. Bye for now.